This right here is a leaf disease I get in my tomatoes pretty much every year when I first set them outside to harden off, called Septoria leaf spot. It's known for having these black spots on the leaves, and the leaves eventually turn yellow. The disease generally goes up the plant, so the lower leaves tend to be worse affected than the upper leaves. So what I do to control this is when I transplant my tomatoes in the ground, you can see I transplant these long vines that are several months old. What I do is I leave a huge space between the leaves and the ground to avoid ground splash, because the ground splash is what spreads the Septoria up the plant. And so I'll leave this huge space between those leaves and the ground, and then I'll just try and keep the tomato open to the best of my ability. But I'm not super keen on pruning. I don't have to prune it all the time, but sometimes it's really wet, you might catch some disease, and usually we'll start on these lower leaves here before it goes to these fruiting branches here, which are sometimes called suckers. And so sometimes I'll prune off those branches and just allow airflow in the plant. But it's really that simple. Isn't really complicated. Usually just doing this seems to get rid of the problem, and it doesn't come back.